Hi, my name is Amanda Agnello, and I am a middle school teacher in Los Angeles. I'm 30 years old, and I am excited to answer some of your questions, and I hope that they can give you some insight into what it's like to be a teacher. So I printed out a list of your questions, and I'm just going to go one by one. So do teachers go to college? Yeah, you have to go to college. You get to go to college, and you can study kind of whatever you want so long as you also learn how to teach. Me, I went to college for literature, for studying books and fiction, and I then went to grad school to learn how to be a great teacher. What do teachers like? I like books. This is one of my favorite books right now. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It's the true story of a woman in American South who has a lot of really interesting and tragic and also beautiful things happen to her. Um, I also like roller skating. I play roller derby, and I really like hiking. I like to be outdoors. As far as how long do you have to study, it depends. Me, I went to college for 7 years. I did a 4 year undergraduate degree. I went to Penn State, and then I went to grad school for another several years. My favorite teacher was Mr. Rotundo. I had him for 11th grade English, and he had a wonderful sense of humor. And my favorite thing was that he would let us debate. He wanted us to develop our own voices and explore who we were through defending our ideas to our peers. Do I have to do a lot of work? I do, but it's work that I like. It's work that helps me get to know my students better and understand how to help people better. I am very proud to be a teacher. This is the thing that I like to do the best, and I I couldn't be more happy with it. Do I have to be a teacher? Well, yes and no. Um, Nobody's saying, "Hey, be a teacher or else." But if I were not a teacher, I don't know what I'd do. This is what I'm really good at, and this is what I like to do. Um, do you have to be strong to be a teacher? Emotionally, yes. Physically, nope. Um, if I have something heavy to lift, I can always ask someone for help. But the heaviest thing I usually have to lift is a book. Do you have to be brave? You do need to be brave. You need to be brave enough to speak in front of people all day. You have to be brave enough to admit when you don't know. And you have to be brave enough to be wrong sometimes and grow from that. Do you have to be good? That's a hard question. Do you have to be well behaved? There are absolutely rules, and you have to follow the rules. And those rules are meant to support you as a teacher and to help your students to learn. Um, do you have to be good, though? That's kind of a tricky question that you should definitely discuss with your teacher. Do you have to write a lot? It it depends. I'm an English teacher, so I write a lot. I like to write lots of samples for my students, and I like to write comments to my students. I even write letters to them and to their families. I like to encourage them a lot. Do you have to do a lot of math? Nope. At least not if you're an English teacher. The limit of my math is telling students, hey, you got 100%, or hey, you got a 99. That's close to 100. If you're a math or science teacher, you're probably going to do a lot of math. How am I mean to kids, and how are you kind to kids, and how can you be the best teacher, I think are all part of the same question. I like to be kind to kids by pretending to be mean, which they think is funny, and just supporting them and loving them as much as I can. And I think that's how I can be the best teacher I can be, by being silly and funny and pretending mad. I can show my students how much I love them and how they're important and wonderful people that I believe in. And I think that's what it takes to be the best teacher. is to really believe that your students can learn and grow and deserve the best in life. And I hope that for all of you as well.